Welcome to the School of Transcendental Wisdom channel. It's my honor and our humble efforts in trying to share wisdom that transcends or perhaps elevates our consciousness so that we can live a more meaningful and a more purposeful life. Hopefully, you'll find our insignificant efforts to be relevant and applicable so that we all can experience transformation of our hearts and mind. So, today we're going to discuss something on the significance of questioning. Factually, the ancient authoritative scriptures reveal to us that the most fundamental question of human life is to actually ask the right kind of questions. For example, the primary aphorism of the Vedanta philosophy is that Athato Brahma Jigyasa. Now that you possess human intelligence, is the right time for you to ask about the supreme absolute truth. It is the time for you to ask, am I just the ever changing or forever deteriorating body, or am I more than that? Who is the creator of this beautiful, gigantic universe? Who is that supreme divinity? And what relations do I have with him? And next is the most frequently asked $64 million question, which is why in the world do bad things happen to good people? And last but not the least, this is the basis of our living, which is what is true happiness? You see, every effort, every endeavor that we do in our life is founded by a deep, intense desire to become happy in life. So, before we define what exactly is true happiness, no matter what we receive in life, we are never going to end up becoming satisfied with what life offers. So, before we get there, we need to decide the destination, the definition. But unfortunately, the misfortune of our age is that they say most people die at 25 and they are only buried at 75. You know why? Because they stop asking questions and they're just moving ahead with life. But they don't realize the fact that the most dangerous phrase in English language is that we have always done it this way. To quote one of the great thinkers of our time, the genius Albert Einstein, he quoted that never stop questioning because curiosity has its own reason for existing. You see, a child, it's always questioning. No matter how much the mother is trying to explain the child, it never stops asking questions, right? So, this inherent instinct that we have right from our childhood has got its purpose so that we can eventually end up asking the right kind of questions and gradually we walk the path of human perfection. And it is very, very important to note that while we embark on this rare journey of asking the very fundamental questions about life, there is a deep need for us to be accompanied by a companion. And throughout the globe, all the great personalities who have existed in the past and also are living now recommend that the best companion one can have in their journey to asking the right kind of questions is to have the Bhagavad Gita. And the reason is Bhagavad Gita holds the potency to actually guide us and mentor us at every step in our life. And this is what it did to Arjun, who is a great heroic personality from the Mahabharata. So Arjun was in a state of dilemma. He was completely baffled and bewildered by the situation and the predicament he was in, which we now term as something called the identity crisis. So Arjun was in that state. He didn't know and what he's actually supposed to do while being there on the battlefield. So what he did? was he took assistance of Lord Krishna, and in return, what did Lord Krishna give to Arjun? He gave the Bhagavad Gita. And to your knowledge, within a span of 45 minutes, which is the duration span in which the Bhagavad Gita was spoken to Arjun, within that small span, Arjun was completely relieved of his mental anguish. And he explains this, saying in the Bhagavad Gita. So Arjun says, my dear Krishna, now I'm completely clear of my vision. All my doubts have vanquished, and now I know what I should do. So, this was the state Arjun was in after hearing the Bhagavad Gita. And this was not the only question that Arjun asked. Arjun had so many questions. You know, why bad things happen to good people? How can I make the best decisions in life? How can I become the best version of who am I? How to overcome laziness? All of these questions. So, if we also embrace Bhagavad Gita as a source of our companion, as a source of guidance in our lives, then even we can live life with a clear and crystal vision. We will have a defined purpose in life to live by. And no matter what stage we are in our life, we can always seek shelter of the Bhagavad Gita because it has the potency to help us in every situation and every stage of our lives. So, wish you all the very best, and so thank you for your kind attention and your precious time.